speed booster test passage at a speed of 110 words per minute for Jharkhand High Court PA and Delhi High Court SPA, and also for Patna High Court personal assistant. Be ready. It has been submitted on behalf of the petitioner that as per the agreement, the petitioner was to give vacant possession of the plot to the complainant since there were 10 shops on rent on the said plot. The petitioner had approached the tenants to vacate the premises, but instead of vacating the premises, the said tenants entered into litigation and a proceeding under section 144 CRPC was initiated, and the petitioner was prohibited from committing any overt act in the said shops. It has further been submitted that since the petitioner was to give vacant possession of the lands in question within a period of 1 month from the date of agreement, and the same was not possible due to the litigation, by virtue whereof he could not get the premises vacated. He therefore informed about the development to the complainant and prayed for the agreement to be treated as cancelled, and asked the complainant to collect the money which had been advanced. It has also been submitted that no piece of land of the said plot had ever been given in possession to the complainant. The petitioner has also questioned the statement of the complainant of having spent 50 lakh of rupees over the said plot, as no possession of the plot had been given to the complainant. The learned counsel also sought to point out that in evidence of charge before the court below, the complainant in his cross-examination had stated that the complainant had brought this complaint case to recover the expenses which the company had incurred, and that on the face value the entire case appeared to be one of civil dispute for which there was no specific provision under the other laws. The learned counsel for the petitioner also sought to point out that none of the ingredients of an offence under section 406 IPC appeared to have been made out from the averments in the complaint petition or the evidence laid at the inquiry under section 202 CRPC. It is true that a sum of rupees 6 lakhs and odd had been advanced by the complainant to the accused persons towards agreement money which was refundable, and a sum of rupees 5 lakhs by 2 checks of rupees 2.5 lakhs each had been returned by the accused persons. It is also true that the landlord was required to give vacant possession of the land within a period of 1 month, which could not be carried out as the tenants having shops were not ready to vacate the premises and entered into litigation. In that view of the matter, the term of the agreement could not be complied with by the accused persons. In effect, the whole case appears to revolve around money transaction and violation of the terms of the contract to constitute an offence under section 406 IPC. There must be a dishonest misappropriation by a person in whom confidence is placed as to the custody or management of the property in respect of which breach of trust is charged. the ingredients of criminal breach of trust are that the accused must have been entrusted with property or dominion over it. Thus, the case of the complainant is not to be accepted. Stop.